Okay, round two, we've got the choice. We'll play first. And grip full of lands. Yeah, I think we got them all this one. This one's fine, though. This one just needs a land to get going. I guess a couple lands, but yeah, I actually like this hand. All right. Necessary land draw. Check. Very nice. So we get to go Wind Scout into Horde Chief, ideally. But might actually be better to go Wind Scout into High Sentinels if we draw lands. Yeah, we did draw lands, but now we're back on the Wind Scout into Horde Chief plan. All right. Thousand Winds, very nice. Let's drop the Monastery. Let's get in for 2. Let's play the Horde Chief and pass. Interesting. Least 4 color. Definitely blocking with Horde Chief if he attacks. Alright. No attacks, no blocks, leave mana up. Very interesting. Well, let's play a land. Let's go ahead and swing with the Wind Scout, see what he's got. Nothing. Alright. Well, seems fairly safe to play the High Sentinels now. We'll do it. Can't protect it, but do force him to deal with it. And deal with it he has. Alright. So now I guess we're on the Thousand Winds plan. Soothsayer, very good card. Very nice. Alright. So we'll just play the Sage. Force him to deal with that. And if he can deal with that, we'll likely just hard cast our Thousand Winds once we get another resource for that. Hard cast Ice Feather Raven. That's pretty interesting. Okay. So he's got some Outlast dudes out there. Let's go ahead and get in with the Wind Scout and Sage. Could just do Sage, I guess. Feel like the only reason to hardcast that is if he wants to trade. The problem is, I guess, once he starts outlasting, then he can start flying. But then again, okay. Yeah, actually, okay. I'm just going to swing with the Sage. I feel like the only reason to hardcast that Ice Feather Raven is he wants to trade with our Wind Scout, and I don't want him to get that. If that's what he's looking for, I don't want him to get that trade. So actually, I'm much more tempted now to morph Thousand Winds. The reason being, I feel like he's very much motivated to outlast his guys on his turn to get the flyers, which means if I draw a land, he's in some big trouble. I'm going to be bouncing his dudes. I could hardcast Thousand Winds now, though. That is actual option as well, and it's certainly a reasonable one. I'm trying to think if that's actually better, though. Is it better to hardcast the Thousand Winds? He's basically got to outlast in order to even. I mean, it opens it up for it. Basically, I guess I don't think it's better now that I think about it. It could be, theoretically, but I'd rather just hardcast it, not have to worry about debilitating fatigue, not have to worry about, throttle, any other removal. He still has to outlast just to be able to keep up with our guys. All right, well, the unfortunate part about that being Thousand Winds, had I morphed it, would have not been vulnerable to the Soul Tie Charm. So I thought I was actually being more careful by hardcasting it, but it turns out I actually made it vulnerable to a spell I wasn't prepared for. So it's just an unfortunate circumstance, I think. So I'm going to be unable to get in with the Wind Scout next turn. I could crack in here, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get in with the Sage and drop a Glacial Stalker. Guess I could have dropped the Salt Road Patrol. It would have made better use of the mana. Alright, he's delving something in. Yeah, Treasure Cruise is really good here for him, not for us. He has 6 cards to our 1. Typically not very good, but we're in okay shape considering we're 5 cards behind on the hand. If I can find an answer to that Falconer, we'll be in pretty good shape. Just need a Force Away off the top. That would be helpful. Settle for a Treasure Cruise, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good too. All right, well, we're going to swing. Almost forgot we have 3 Feet of Resistance in our deck. Guess we save the feet. I'm going to need it for getting in with Sage later. Could have gotten in with Glacial Stalker too. We would have just blocked with the Soothsayer. So it might have panned out better for us though had he done the blocks I wanted him to do. So I guess we'll just play this, leave up the feet, and pass. So now he has a grip full of cards, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to come up with a good way to not lose my Sage. I mean, I do have the feet to protect it, so maybe he just plays a removal. Abomination's not quite removal. Alright, land unfortunately not so good here. He is tapped out though, so I guess I can swing with my Sage. Problem with singing, or, well, he is tapped out here. So if I swing with Sage and Glacial Stalker, he blocks Soothsayer, and he blocks one of these, maybe the Captain. And that's going to let him get in with the Abomination. I guess we just protect our guy for now. The problem is, even though I can kill one of his flyers, it does give him an opening, I guess, to kill our Sage. So maybe we just swing these two. He does know about the feet now, so I guess I just... He can also triple block it, but then I can name green. So as long as I double block it, as long as he just double blocks it, it'll survive. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, this block actually doesn't make sense though, because this block doesn't make sense because I can just give it pro green. So it makes me think he almost didn't know about the feat, but he played around it, so kind of made me think he did. So he's got a grip full of removal. Pretty good chance he's got an out for the Sage, but I felt like it was a decent opportunity to attack and get in a decent attack with the feat. Basically turn the feat into a removal spell that gains me some life. Seems like it was a good attack. I wouldn't mind seeing my own treasure cruise. Or another feat of resistance would be nice too. So not attacking here. I think we're just going to outlast and pass. All right. Have to accept that. I'm a little bit intrigued that he did Stalker instead of Salt Road Patrol. Another Soothsayer. All right. It's pretty good value. And definitely playing against 5 color, so that's interesting too. Oh, looks like, all right, Hooting Mandrills. That is tolerable. We're at a reasonably healthy life total right now. Our opponent still has just a grip full of cards. It's a massive grip of cards. So we're going to have to take 6 here. Blinding Spray, not bad. Let's see here. We've got 8 mana, so I guess I just play this and then morph my Glacial Stalker. Leave up the patrol for the mandrills and pass. All right. Not faking kill shot mana, but let's see if he's got something else. Morph. All right. It's actually fine. Force Away. It's actually pretty nice. Let's go ahead and patrol here. Leave up Blinding Spray just in case I need it. Otherwise, I'll unmorph my Glacial Stalker. Could have bounced the Falconer, but I feel like it's almost better to do that on his turn. But maybe not, because of the lifelink. See what he's got. Abzan Guide, okay. If that's it, I may be okay here. If I force away the Falconer, he loses... Oh, he has the reach still, I see. Okay. So that's not going to quite work the way I want it to. So I guess we just unmorph. Draw War Behemoth, okay. Not terrible. Let's could swing with Salt Road Patrol, I guess. What does he block with? I feel like he's got to block with something, right? Five, 8. I'm going to swing with the patrol. I'm interested in seeing what he does if he just chumps it. Because we have the Blinding Spray, which is a pretty nice one. Alright. Can't say I'm not surprised, because I am, but we do actually have the out for it, which is nice. So we'll gain some life. Our guy will live. We'll draw a card. Do I leave up Feet of Resistance here? I probably do. And the Force Away, it seems right. Got to protect my assets here. If we can survive 9 turns, he'd actually be out of deck. Unless he's playing Cranial... whatever. Cranial... whatever that card's called. He should probably outlast, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So I could Force Away for card draw. Do I like that? Do I like Force Away? I guess I don't need it. I almost want to just preserve all my spells until absolutely necessary. Guess I still don't mind attacking with Salt Road Patrol, though. If I attack with Sage now, he does have kill shot mana up, but I mean, I've got the feat. So let's say I swing with Patrol again. If I attack with Sage, he just double blocks, which forces the feat. Could do the Stalker, but how would he block that? Maybe, I don't know how he'd block the Stalker. I guess we could swing with this too. And then I can still follow up with a War Behemoth too. Let's just do the Patrol. It seems safer with the feat and the Force Away. Okay, just willing to throw some guys away at this point, which I'm okay with. So we'll play Hardcast War Behemoth, pass, leave up the feat, leave up the Force Away till necessary. Two cards left in hand. If he'd attacked with Longshot Squad, even though I would have been in a decent position to feat there, I almost think I would have stayed put. Now I guess I feel more comfortable. Well, he's got the Morph though. Let's just force him to kill us. I'm just gonna hang out. I guess he could have Dune Blast or something, but whatever. I should have actually outlasted there. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, we'll take it. I think our clock is still faster than his with the Force Away. Interesting. Doesn't really have a great block for our Cell Road Patrol, so I guess I'll get in. For the life gain, of course. Glacial Stalker 2. And then what do I block his Abzan Guide with these two? Yeah, that's okay. Let's do these two. Can't say I was expecting that. Villainous Wealth. Yeah, it's unfortunate for us. Wish I could do something about that. Could have been worse, I guess, but it's actually not as bad as you might think. I mean, he is going to get an absolutely ridiculous amount of lifelink here, but where are my high sentinels? Did he forget to cast them, or are they just vacant from my screen? Anybody else notice that? I have to think about this. So I can block the long shot squad, feat of resistance, gain 4, take 8, and then bounce the battle priest to prevent the life link from that. Which doesn't seem that bad. All right, let's do that. So we'll block here. We'll feat. Give pro green. Let's force away the priest to turn off some lifelink. And no reason to use the I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit too greedy here, I guess, but I don't know. I don't want to use Force Wave's ability. So he's not gaining as much life. We're not taking as much damage. Ooh. Ooh, is that dangerous now? That's a good question, I guess. I don't know what I have left in my deck. Unfortunately, the Treasure Cruise is a bit late. I do feel like I have to win via life gain. How many? He's got double flyer right now, so I could kill the. No, he gets to. Okay. He can block with the flock, but then we gain too much life. So I think I just swing with. Well, I guess I can swing. Do I want a Treasure Cruise here? Does that put me in a position where I'm going to just draw and lose? If I knew exactly what I had left in my deck, if I'd taken a picture of it. What have I not seen? I haven't seen Narset, but she's too dangerous to play now, too. Unfortunately, all the cards that would be better a little bit middle of the game, I don't have. So if I swing with Sage and Salt Road Patrol, what does that do for me? He's going to double block. I kill the Falconer. Can I survive 6 turns of 3? That's 18 exactly, so I do need to actually gain life. I could just swing Salt Road Patrol. I guess that's okay, actually. Let's do that. I kind of need to leave the Sage back to block his flyers, I think. I mean, if I attack and he double blocks, then they lose flying. So I guess there is that, too. This has flying, too, so I can't block it. I think I've got to attack with the Sage here. Threaten lethal. If I'm threatening lethal, that means I'm forcing this to be blocked, but do I want to swing with more? Maybe I swing Glacial Stalker too, just so the Soothsayer can't chump the patrol, but I doubt it does. I think he could just, he probably goes, I guess he goes Flock Sage, and then patrol something, and then he can crack in for 3-6. 11, 14, that's too much. He can still crack in here, and there's really nothing I can do about that. I'm out of feat of resistances. I think I just swing patrol for now. I mean, he doesn't have like a phenomenal block here. Could go Tuskguard Captain, this plus Hooting Mandrills. Just chump there is okay for now. All right. Wish I could do something about that Abzan guide. So we gotta take 8. Elder, not super exciting. Let's get this guy a lifelink. Let's, I guess, swing with Patrol. I still don't know if I can afford to play Treasure Cruise. It feels like it's not the wisest idea. Alright, well, finally forced the block that he had to force. So we'll kill the biggest guy. Gain a little bit more life. Still not really be in a position to do anything about that Abzan guide. Treasure Cruise to bring myself down to 3 draw steps. Do I think I can win in 3 draw steps? No, but do I think I can beat 8 damage a turn? Probably not. I think I gotta go for it. I'm not thrilled about this, but I don't know how else I survive. I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Should have done this pre-combat, but I was foolish. Then I could have swung with more stuff. Just was foolish, didn't do the math. Alright, let's do this. Let's see here. I got 8 mana, so 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately, I have to pay super close attention to the clock. I let myself wind down too much thinking about my plays and narrating and all that. So it would be nice to draw a spell, then all the lifelink would be pretty beneficial. Now he's just chilling, so wisely since he's a card ahead. But like I said, I was losing the race, so I wasn't really going to get a lot of opportunities here. So I was hoping for one more spell. It was just one of those predicaments where I wasn't going to be able to race, and I wasn't going to be able to beat down efficiently enough. So yeah, Narset, second to last. That's pretty funny. How does it work? You have to exile? You don't even get a choice, huh? Wow. That's something, all right. Defiant Strike. Well. Oh, wait, I lose if I cast Defiant Strike because I have to draw a card. It's really funny. All right, well, I guess let's let him do blocks. Maybe it'll eat some time off his clock. That's all I can hope for. I think my only chance of winning now is time. I have to play super deliberately fast, which sucks. I always hate being in that position. And In Khans, it's been super frequent. It's just been one of those really frequent things. So he's gaining 5, and I'm dealing not enough. So pretty unimpressive all around. Yeah, it's all right. Can't do anything about it. All right, well, not too pleased with how this game went, but I guess I can bring in Stubborn Denial for Villainous Wealth. So I've got that going for me. Just F6. So let's see here. Game 2. I'm going to need this Stubborn Denial. Set Adrift actually seems pretty good with his Outlast guys. So I may want that over the Blinding Spray to turn off his flyers and stuff like that. Does anything else come to mind? I guess Barrage of Boulders would have won me the game. Could have brought that in, but on the splash, on this light of a splash, it seems a little bit more difficult. I could do it over like a Defiant Strike, though. Well, maybe it's worth it. Although I'm winning by time, right? So I guess that doesn't matter. But Set Adrift I do think is actually really valuable. Oh, I have to make 2 cuts now. I see. I'm bringing in Stubborn Denial and Set Adrift. Well, I guess I can cut a Defiant Strike for a Stubborn Denial. And Set Adrift I can bring in for Blinding Spray probably. And be okay. Okay, let's see if we can do a bit better with this one. We'll play first, and we'll keep it. So, unfortunately, this is just going to be one of those games where I'm probably not going to do a ton of commentary, only because I'm just in a really big rush. I have to keep my clock ahead. We're both just really going to be rushing to complete this, considering that was game 1. So, ideally we draw a land. There it is. Get in with student F6 after that. Tuskard Captain. All right. Let's see here. 4th land. I think we'll just stay back, play another Stalker, and pass. Could have faked an attack, but didn't feel like it. F6. Morph spell. All right. Hopefully we get the land here. That would help. Did not, but we got a Battle Priest, so I'll drop that and then I'll pass. And F6. So I should be thinking about my next turn plays. I'm likely outlasting unless I get a land, in which case I'm attacking with one of my morphs. Did get the land, so we'll swing with one of our morphs. See if he's got a block of some sort. Oh. Still unmorphing. He gets to use his embodiment. I could not unmorph, but I'm not sure exactly what that does for me. So let's just unmorph. It does make him use his embodiment, which he was likely to do anyway, but I was going to have to pay that morph at some point, so I don't mind so much doing it now. And we'll F6 again. tapped out and therefore do not have a play. If he swings, then it's likely just a pine dude. Soothsayer, alright. Well, I'm likely just unmorphing my other morph guy now. See if we get a land. Alright, feet, not bad actually. So let's go ahead and swing with Stalker only. Although I guess I can swing with both, but then I can't get the sweet lifelink here. So I guess we will feet, because it gives us life. He can't respond to it. And then we'll drop a Behemoth, I think. Although I guess I could drop or Outlast, leave up Force Away. But do I want the Behemoth down? I guess I don't. Let's just Outlast. Seems fine. Force Away for protection if I need it. No F6 this time, just in case I need that Force Away. Because if he attacks, I can block, and then if he's gonna, you know, unmorph something, we can protect. I want to Force Away that. I'm gonna protect it. I don't see any need to save the Force Away for something else. I like that he's threatened by that. Yeah, we can ditch a land. It's okay. It would have allowed me to cast my 6 drops, but I'd rather keep all my spells and ditch a land since I've got 18 of them. Got the Set Adrift for that, so I guess I'm not horribly worried. And I can get in with my Battle Priest too, which is pretty nice. I can actually get in with both my morph. I can probably get in with team, but I'm just going to get in with these two. See how he blocks. No blocks. Interesting. Alright. Well, I can unmorph, so I guess I'll do that. Gain some life. And pass. Alright. Falconer can handle that. And he's outlasting as well. Interesting. Still getting in with that Mystic. Oh, okay. So it's probably Pine Walker, I guess. So we'll let him unmorph for the 5/5 blocker. I'll probably have to Set Adrift it. Which is okay since I still get a good attack in. A really good attack, actually. Elder. So I guess we'll Set Adrift. Do I want to full cast? I kind of want to follow up with a morph. So let's do this for 1, 2, 3, 6. Get our prowess on. Guess we just swing here. The student easily gets blocked by the Falconer, and if he wants to block with the Falconer here, I don't have a problem. And we'll follow up with a Stalker. It's a little more damage output. So he's got the Pine Walker again, as we well know. Unfortunately, getting in for pretty good damage here. Feet would be nice. I guess we outlast first and foremost. Let's drop a patrol since this thing can gain some life for us too. In an ideal spot, of course. Can't attack into the 5/5. Block with these two since these two can't gain us life with the Battle Priest. Okay. Unfortunate, but it did happen. I can't do anything about it, so pretty unfortunate. I wish that had gone differently, especially since this has flying and trample now and we're dead next turn and I can't attack into him, so not ideal. And we drew a land, so not really happy with how this game turned out, but alas. Guess we'll go like this. Yeah, I'm in pretty big trouble. I can't do anything. Guess we're gonna lose. Can't do anything about it. Yeah, I wish I could do something about that. Guess I could have attacked with everything and maybe forced a block. It's another one of those didn't just sit back and think about it long enough sort of things. And I could have played my Elder too, so that was a mistake. I guess he is 1 damage short of lethal, which is nice. But I should have an Elder on board, so the fact that I'm not threatening lethal is pretty bad. Could get a Feat of Resistance, I guess. Nope, just a land. Alright, so wish I had a Jeskai Elder out. Guess we'll swing at him. I don't really have anything else, unfortunately. That was his last card, huh? With 16 seconds on the clock. Yeah, that's... I don't know. What do you want me to say? Doesn't feel good. What was that? Could have just won the match. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Well, we got a win where we would have lost.